Mangrove wood. It's been a staple of the Minecraft community since it was released in 2022. But even though everyone loves this wood, nobody loves gathering it. I mean, have you seen these trees? Like, look at these things. They're big. They're gangly. They're crangly. How are you supposed to chop the wood? The logs are all the way up there. You're telling me I gotta climb up here like this? And then, oh, I can't reach. I gotta keep climbing? Who wants to do that? I don't. But oh, just go to a mangrove swamp. There's trees everywhere. Have you tried going to a mangrove swamp? Do you like having FPS? If so, don't go to them. But Jeff, how am I supposed to get mangrove logs? Well, I'll show you. You want a farm? I've got a farm. Let's go check it out. So this farm produces in total just under 11,000 items an hour. 2,700 of those are mangrove logs, while 5,000 of those are mangrove roots. The rest is made up of moss carpet and sticks. What am I going to do with 5,000 mangrove roots, you ask? Well, they're actually compostable, but you could run them into a composting circuit and put them right back into the farm, if you want to. You don't have to, but you do have to build this farm. Now all of this might look awful daunting, but don't worry, I'll walk you right through it. Now before we start, materials list will be on screen now. Now to start off, the first thing you want to do is come to the center of the area you want to build this farm, and then you want to build up by 6 blocks. And then at the top of that, you want to place 2 sticky pistons like this, muddy mangrove roots on this one, and any block on this one. Now you want to come out by a couple blocks here. This is the area where you will be standing when you're running the farm. Now we're going to place a block right here, lever on top of that, drop down underneath. You're going to place a block here, 2 like this, 1 there. You're going to go a block down here like this, and now you can get rid of these. And now we're going to block up, over another block, up another block, and then we're going to put a sticky piston right here. And on top of that, we're going to place an observer facing this way. And now what we want to do is place redstone along all these blocks. Now we're going to come down here, place a block like this, place some more along here like that. I'm going to place a block up like this. I'm going to place a redstone torch right there. You're going to place a repeater right here, and then you're going to connect the redstone dust up. And now back over to this side here, we want to place a dispenser looking into this block right here. We're going to have a dropper facing upward into that dispenser. And now we want to get an observer that's pointing into this dispenser here. So when this lever is activated, it will activate the dispenser. And then once you have that in, you're going to come over to the redstone torch. You're going to place a block out like this. You're going to place a comparator facing this way with a block right here on top of the torch. Now you're going to place 2 hoppers in facing each other like this. Now you want to place a redstone dust on top of that. Sticky piston facing inward like that. Block of redstone right there. And then what you did on this side, you want to copy on this side. So we're going to go a couple blocks over. Comparator reading that hopper, block up, redstone dust on top, sticky piston right there. I can get rid of these. Now you want to place 34 of any item into one of the hoppers, and that 34 items will be the length of time before each pulse on this clock. And now we want to come to the other side of the hopper clock here, and now we're going to place a little L shape of blocks, and then 5 blocks over. And then we're going to place a block right here. And then we want to place 4 blocks like this. So now we're going to build the circuit for this first piston right here. I want to put redstone dust right there. Observer facing that. Repeater on 3 ticks into a block with a redstone torch out the back. Next, we're going to build the circuit for this piston right here. So we're going to place an observer facing that way into a block down, block over here, place redstone dust right there, then a repeater on 2 ticks. Now we want to connect all this redstone dust up. And then right here, we want a repeater on 2 ticks. And now that that's all done, we can turn our attention back over here. We're going to place in a block here and a block right here. Now we're going to place 4 mangrove roots on top of these blocks. And now we're going to place 7 bottom slabs out in each direction. And now from here, we want to connect them up on the outside. Now that that's done, we want to fill in this entire level here with blocks, minus the corners. Now that those are in, you want to go to each corner and place a fence gate and open it. And now we're going to place all our water in, so we can come over here to these roots, waterlog those, and now we're going to waterlog each one of these slabs. And now if you notice these blocks that we just waterlogged, the water is not flowing, so if an item lands here, it will just sit here. So what we can do to fix that is that if we place another water bucket off to the side like this, it creates another line of water sources and they'll flow each direction. So we did that here, and now we want to go ahead and do that right here, here, and here. So now each side should have all flowing water. And now that that's done, we can drop down underneath and build the water collection. So you want to go to the back right corner and you want to place 2 blocks in like this. And then you want to go down by 3 glass blocks in each spot like this. And now we're going to place a block here like this and place 7 more blocks out this way. And now we're going to place a packed ice. And now we're going to surround this with glass. And then on top of this ice block, we want to put a slab, which allows the items to slide underneath it. And now we're going to place 6 more blocks, packed ice, and now surround that with glass. Then another slab. And now we're going to go off in this direction here, so we can place a block in here. Now before we head off in that direction, the items from this side will fall down right here. So what we want to do is do what we did over there. And now we're going to place 7 blocks going in this direction. Now we're going to place packed ice there. We surround this with glass. Slab on top of that. Now we're going to place 6 blocks like this. Packed ice on the end. Surround that with glass. Slab on top of that. Now we're going to place a block here. And the items from this side will fall here. So you know the drill. Same thing. And now we're going to go 7 blocks this way. Packed ice on the end. Surround that with glass. And again, slab on top. And now from this block, we're going to go 8 blocks out. Packed ice on the end. We're going to surround this with glass. And you guessed it, slab on top. So because this corner falls in so close to the edge here like this, there's not going to be enough water pressure to fully push it through. So what we want to do is we're going to build up like this. 2 blocks there. Packed ice there. And we're going to surround this with glass. And then we'll put a slab here. So now when items fall in, the water in this will push it through this way, give it enough distance to allow it to clear this. And now you want to enclose it like that. And now we're going to place a block on the end of this and go 6 blocks this way. And now we're going to place packed ice. And then we're going to place 3 more blocks like this and another packed ice. And now we can surround this side with glass here. And now for this side, this is where the storage system will go. Now on the bottom here, we're going to line up with this block right here. And then we're going to place a double chest like that. And then we're going to place 5 more chests out this way. And then we're going to make them 3 high. And now on the back side, we're going to connect hoppers into each of these. Now we'll put a line of temporary blocks on top of the chests so we can have the hoppers face into those. And now last row, face them into the blocks here like this. And now what we're going to do back at the top, we're going to have a chest off the edge like this. So when the items hit it, they'll align just on this block here and the hopper, allowing it to flow in the water while also being collected by the hoppers. And to keep the water from flowing off, we'll put walls along it like this, all the way to the end. Now back at the hoppers, we're going to build the sorting circuits. Now that those are in, we can fill in the top hopper with what we want to sort. So for example, in this one, we're going to put mangrove logs, and then we add 4 filler items like this. Now we have 2 for mangrove logs, 2 for mangrove roots, 1 for moss carpet, and 1 for sticks. So go ahead and fill all those in. Now that those are in and properly sorting into each of your chests, we can finish the water stream. Now at the end of this ice block, we're going to place 6 blocks in. Now another packed ice right there, and then we're going to do 5 blocks, and then another ice block, and a block at the end. Now we're going to surround all this in glass. Once that's all surrounded, we can put the slabs on top of these. And I almost forgot, you want to make sure you put slabs on top of these ones as well as fill in the end right here. And now at this end, you want to place 3 blocks in like this, another packed ice, and another block like this. Surround that with glass. Now you're going to place a slab right here. And now you're going to place 2 glass here, 2 glass here, and 1 glass here with a packed ice right here. Also want to place 2 glass right here, 2 glass here, and 2 glass here. This stream will bring back all the propagules that you can replant. Now we can add all the water in. So you're going to go to every spot after one of the slabs and place water in like this. And now once you get here, you can break these 2 blocks here and place 3 blocks of water like this. and then fill this back up. The water should flow out that way, and you'll be standing right on that block there, so all the propagules will go right to you. Now, one thing I almost forgot is in the area where you're going to be standing when the farm's running, there are times that roots can grow down in here and trap you. So what you want to do is place in some blocks like this, and then place signs in, so that way the roots can't grow where the signs are. So now that we have everything underneath completed, we can turn our attention towards the top where we'll be building the TNT dupers. So to start that, you want to come to this end of the farm here, and on this repeater right here, you're going to place a block in front of it, and then you're going to place a sticky piston facing upwards, and then you're going to place 11 slime blocks. And now we want to drop down here. This block here, since it's touching the slime, it will move with it. So what we want to do is replace it with a furnace so it won't stick to the slime. Now back at the top, we want to place a redstone block on top of the slime. Temporary block, sticky piston on top of that. We can break this block now. Now we're going to place 11 slime blocks on top of this one. Redstone block on top of that. Temporary block, sticky piston on that, and then break that block. And now on top of this one, we're going to place 7 blocks of slime, and then a regular block on top. And now from here, we want to place 4 blocks in this direction. We're going to place an observer facing this way. We can get rid of that block there. Now we're going to place 7 blocks going this way. Now sticky piston facing upward, block on top of that. Now we're going to place 4 blocks off of this direction, 3 blocks off this way, sticky piston facing up with a block on top of that. Now we're going to place 2 blocks off of this sticky piston there, a block up like that, and then a sticky piston facing upwards right here. And now we're going to come back over here and we're going to place redstone dust along all these blocks here. And then this block, we're going to place a repeater on 2 ticks. Redstone dust along these 4 blocks here. And now along these 3 blocks here, we're going to place repeaters all on 4 ticks. And then over here, we're going to place a redstone repeater on 4 ticks. And then a redstone dust right there. Correction here. You want to have this repeater directly into the sticky piston, and then 2 redstone dust like this. You do not want the block up. And now we're going to start building the first TNT duper. These are the most complicated sections of this farm, so pay close attention. We're going to start off on this block here at the very end. We're going to place a fence gate underneath it, and then swing it around to the other side. We're going to place observer, note block, observer, note block, observer. And then at the end of that, we're going to place a solid block. And now we're going to place a normal piston under the first note block here. And now we're going to place another piston under this solid block right here. And now we're going to place an observer facing that way with a block of TNT right next to it. Or on second thought, maybe wait to put that in. You don't want any accidental explosions. Now we're going to place a solid block right there. 2 pieces of glass right here. A solid block there. We're going to place an iron trapdoor right here with an observer looking into it. Now we're going to place 3 redstone dust like this. And now we're going to place a solid block behind this piston. Place 2 glass behind that. Solid block up. Solid block down. And now off this one on the bottom, we're going to go down 1 more. Now glass down there. Another glass right there. Solid block up. Now we're going to swing around to the other side. Place a wall right there. Place a gate next to that and open it. And now we're going to place an iron trapdoor against this solid block here. And now to help guide the TNT as it falls, we're going to surround this area with glass like this. Now we're going to put the timings in for the TNT. So we're going to place 2 repeaters, both on 4 ticks like this. 2 redstone dust up like that. And now 3 redstone repeaters all on 4 ticks. And now for the last thing, we can put the TNT in. And to make sure everything's working properly, you can give this gate a little flick. That'll fire the TNT and drop it. So now our second TNT duper will be based off of this block right here. Constructing it will be pretty much the same thing. So we'll start with our fence gate. So we'll swing around to the other side. Go observer, note block, observer, note block, observer, solid block. And now we'll go normal piston under the note block, normal piston under the solid block, observer facing this direction. We'll go 2 glass down like this, solid block up there, solid block up there, 2 redstone dust, iron trapdoor right there, observer facing the trapdoor. And now the one thing that's different about this TNT duper is the timings on the back. So what we're going to do here, we're going to do solid block there, 3 glass blocks, block up, block down, another block down, glass down, 3 glass, and a solid block up. So then we will have 3 repeaters down here, all on 4 ticks, redstone dust up like this. We'll have 2 repeaters here, both on 4 ticks, and then 1 repeater here on 1 tick, and then a redstone dust there. So now we'll place a wall right here, fence gate on that, open that up, iron trapdoor on this solid block right here, and now we'll encase all that with glass. Now we can put the TNT in, and now that everything's in, we can give it a test fire. Now we're going to construct the next layer. So we're going to come over to this sticky piston here and place 5 slime blocks on top of it. Solid block on top of that. And then from there, we're going to place 7 blocks off in this direction. And then we're going to go 3 blocks this way, a block up, 2 blocks right there, sticky piston facing upwards with the block on top, 3 more blocks here, another sticky piston with the block on top, and then 5 blocks going this way. Now we're going to place an observer facing this way, break the block underneath, run redstone dust out to the end here, place 3 repeaters all on 4 ticks, place 2 more repeaters right here on 4 ticks, now 3 repeaters here on 4 ticks, and now 4 redstone dust with 1 more repeater on 4 ticks. Now we're going to come over here, place 2 blocks in like this, and place 2 redstone dust on top. Now we're going to build another TNT duper based off of this block right here. It's the same thing as the first one we did. We're going to come to this side, observer, note block, observer, note block, observer, solid block, normal piston, observer facing this way, solid block there, 2 glass blocks like this, solid block up, 3 redstone dust like that, iron trapdoor right here, observer looking at that, solid block behind the piston, 2 glass blocks, solid block up, solid block down, another solid block down, then 2 glass blocks down like this, and a solid block up. Now we're going to place in 5 repeaters, all on 4 ticks, like so, and then 2 redstone dust in like that. Now we'll come to this side here, place a wall in, fence gate, open that, glass block there, and an iron trapdoor right there. And now we'll surround all that with glass. Now we can place the TNT in. Sorry, quick correction here. This one you actually want on 3 ticks. Having it on 4 ticks won't do anything catastrophic. It'll just cause it to blow up a little higher than was optimal. So now all that's in, we can give this a flick to test it out. And now what we did over here, we're going to do again right here, but facing this way. You know the drill. Observer, note block, observer, note block, observer, solid block. Normal piston, observer, solid block, 2 glass block, solid block, iron trapdoor, observer, 3 redstone dust, solid block, 2 glass, solid block up, solid block down, glass block down, another glass block, solid block up, glass on top. Hoorah! Now we'll do 3 repeaters here, all on 4 ticks. 2 repeaters here, both on 4 ticks. This one is on 4 ticks this time, I promise. And then 2 dust up like this. Now we'll come over here, place a wall, fence gate, open that, trapdoor underneath, surround these with glass. TNT in. Now we give it a test. Alright, we're on the home stretch here now. Now to go to the next level, we're going to place a sticky piston right here, facing upward. 6 slime blocks on top of it, normal block on top, and now we're going to place 3 blocks like this, 3 blocks like this, sticky piston facing upward with a block on top, and a block like this. Now we're going to place an observer facing this way with 2 redstone dust into 3 repeaters all on 4 ticks, and then we'll place 1 redstone dust right here. Now all that's left is just 1 more TNT duper, which will start from this block here. So we'll flip around to this side, and who would have guessed? Observer, note block, observer, note block, observer, solid block, normal piston, sticky piston, just kidding, it's a normal piston. Observer, solid block up, 2 glass down, solid block up, iron trapdoor, observer facing that, 3 redstone dust, solid block out the back, 2 glass, solid up, solid down again, glass down, another glass, solid block up, glass on top, 3 repeaters all on 4 ticks, and now 2 repeaters. But these ones are different. You got 1 tick and you got 2 ticks. And now you got 2 redstone dust right there. Now we'll place a wall right here. Gate there, open that. Trapdoor there. Surround it all in glass. Place the TNT in and give it a little test. Now that we have all of our TNT dupers in, we can come to the bottom here, place a block there with a lever, and we can give that a flick to test it out. And it works perfectly. So now we can get rid of all that, and because it will drop, it'll fire again. I was just about to say we were done, but I forgot a very important part of this farm, and I feel foolish because I should have done it a while ago. But you want to do that right now? I think we should do it right now because it won't work without it. So let's do it right now. Do you know what it is that I forgot? I'll show you. Do you know how there's a dropper here and a dispenser above that? Yeah, there's supposed to be bone meal in that. How are you supposed to get bone meal in that? There's nothing hooked up. So let's hook something up, shall we? So we'll just run a line of hoppers like this out to the end. hook some chests up, and it can be however many chests you want. And now I recommend filling in the dispenser and the dropper first. You don't have to. That's just what I do, because I'm quirky. But aren't we all, huh? We all have our own quirks. I guess some people's quirks are not being quirky at all. That's not a fun quirk to have. All quirks aside, you want to see this thing work? Isn't that why you're here? I mean, that's why I'm here, to show you how it works. So let's show you how it works. So you're going to walk in here, flick this lever. This piston will move first, but what you want to do is get in position against the right wall here. And you can see when this drops, you don't have much time to place it. But the reason it drops is so you don't just spam click propagules and grow a bunch of trees, because that will make it less efficient. So when it drops, you want to aim for that back left wall there, so you can put on an auto clicker, and when it drops, you'll automatically place the propagule, and then it will grow into a tree. And that, my friends, is a mangrove tree farm. See, that wasn't too difficult, was it? I mean, I did it in a little bit. I totally didn't cut out a bunch of stuff that you can't see and made it look like I did everything quickly. In all actuality, this will probably be a few hour-long project, but once it's in, you'll have mangrove for days. Thank you all so much for watching this tutorial. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, maybe subscribe. I try to make more farms like this. So if you did like it, I'll make some more. Hopefully you'll like those too. If you plan on building this in your world, drop a comment, let me know. Or if you have any other ideas for farms you'd like to see me build, just request them. I'm open to build whatever anyone wants. And with that, something outro. Yeah, I'm getting sorted.